from the perspective of influx of people, we're getting close to 500,000 people every year, or in this past year, we got 500,000 people that moved into the state of Florida, which is incredible. I don't know how we're going to sustain it with the amount of space that we have. And I know in my area, commercial construction has suffered because residential construction has been so prevalent. And you're shaking your head, so I'm assuming you feel probably that same pain. What types of practices are you seeing really kind of flood your market? Are you seeing more dental, more medical, more veterinary? What's prevalent in your area? I know I'm getting a lot of dentists and veterinarians. What about you guys?
So in my area, it's been a trend that's been steady for the last couple of years, I would say, and it's mostly dental. Dental seems to be where it's a type of specialty that they're able to be more scalable. They can open their second, third location much easier, and the intention is to actually grow versus a medical specialist, and versus dermatology. Eye care centers are becoming more and more relevant too in my backyard, where there's a lot of groups coming in from out of state, actually expanding to Florida, and they're opening their eye vision centers. So that's another avenue that's being explored here in at least Southwest Florida. And then also med spas is coming up more and more. So I would say those are the more popular. From what I'm noticing is more of a demand in my area here.
Awesome.
I
Joe?
would agree with that. And I think the cycle, it's cyclical too. You get a lot of doctors, especially during COVID on the vet dental side as well, that were for lack of a better term, acquired or gobbled up by some of the larger private equity groups for, huge multiples. And the doctors within those are usually, they're single practice doctors with one or two associates with them. Those associates are along for the ride along with the doctor after the acquisition process. And, there's an attrition rate. People don't like change. Those private equity groups come in and, bring a lot of practices, procedures, and efficiencies into place that they're not used to. Those doctors, after 2-3 years, decide to go off and start their own practices. Those practices get built up and, to multiple locations, and they're going to turn around as they get to an exit point in their careers as well and sell those to either larger practices, doctors, that are in private equity groups as well. And then that cycle just starts all over again. And in Central Florida here, especially in the vet and dental side, I'm starting to see a lot more of that. Doctors that are going off, starting their own practices so they can be in charge of the quality of their own care. So they have more autonomy and creative freedom in order to get the practice up and running, hire who they want to, put into place a training program that allows them to give their staff the creative freedom they need in order to get the practice going and, give the patients the quality of care they deserve.